Brighton's finest. Juice 107.2.
How's the tour going? Because you played Festival, and now you're on your UK stint of this mammoth tour you're on.
We had a lot of fun last night in Bristol, and Manchester was another fun gig in Glasgow. The festival was kind of funny. The weather was terrible. I'm not sure why, they have these UK gigs in September. It was just a giant mud pit, and they had to evacuate everyone, and then they all came back, and we got to play, but we were just really in and out.
Oh no!
None of us had our rain boots, so couldn't do much.
Cool. And you're on tour with former Brightonians, Gang.
Yeah.
And they're a lovely bunch and pretty fun as well.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they're amazing. It's been such a treat to see them every night, and just they brighten the mood. We all get along so well, so it's going to be really sad when we only have 3 more dates with them, trying to savor every moment.
I bet. But I've heard that one of them is subbing for Gretchen on a song.
Oh yeah, Gretchen skateboarding, and she broke her shoulder, fractured her shoulder, so Eric's getting up on stage with us, and we were just talking about last night how he's 6'5", which is a good foot above all of us on stage. Kind of a funny sight.
Yeah, that must be just the worst timing.
Yeah, it is pretty poor timing. Gretchen promised that she won't skateboard at least 3 weeks before our next tour.
But hey, I'm amazed to hear that she's soldering on through, because she's the drummer, right?
Yeah. When she first did it, she played a gig with just one hand. But now she just has to keep her arm really close, so she can't go up to a tom or anything. But sounds great.
I'm sure.
Very impressive.
Because it's quite a intense tour that I've seen the schedule. Are you being able to, find time to mooch around and chill?
We're trying to. Yeah, this tour we only have 2 days off, and on our day off we're just driving to Festival, and then Julia and I watched 2 movies in a row. We watched that movie Click, which was awful.
Why such a horrible choice of movies? Surely you knew you were going to be spending a lot of time in front of a TV screen.
Yeah, well, we were just staying in this a holiday park in a mobile home, and they had pretty limited supply of movies for us. Although we did go to Corfe Castle, I think it was, on Saturday, and they were having a Civil War reenactment, and this guy explained to us all about the torture tools of the 1700s, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah, we try to get in, a little stop here and there.
A little bit of culture when you can find it.
Yeah.
Well, you come to Brighton on Wednesday, which is tomorrow night, for a sold-out show, which is going to be awesome. Because not only are you guys playing, we've got Gang doing a bit of a hometown gig, and also another Brighton band, Blush, who I think you guys will love as well.
Awesome. Yeah, we're pretty stoked.
What can we expect from the live show? Because on record, well, certainly on the newest record, there are patches of real chilled out moments, but I feel like this show is going to be pretty manic.
Yeah, we did recently get a comment about how in the past our records have been we play a chill set and the record is really raucous, but this record is kind of chill, but the set is more raucous. We still have some pretty chill songs that we're gonna play. We're not the most energetic bunch on stage. But especially with all the injuries right now. Annie's got a fractured ankle, so she's usually the one grooving up there.
What happened there?
That was just not totally sure.
Just rock and roll?
Yeah, just rock and roll life.
I couldn't go through this interview without bringing up your latest and most recent album. I used to spend so much time alone, which is currently firmly at the top of my favourite albums of the year. It's a spectacular album. I'm really enjoyed it.
Thanks so much.
You guys must be pretty happy with it.
Yeah, we are pretty happy with it, and it's really fun those songs were written over a 2-year period. So it just feels so nice to be able to play them now and for people to recognize them, because that just makes such a difference when people have heard the songs before. And we've been wanting to play them out, and we have been playing them out for a long time now, but it's really exciting to have it a physical copy too.
Yeah, I can imagine once you're sitting on these tunes for so long, to finally have them public must be a really surreal feeling.
Yeah, it's kind of a release in a way. I feel that way about songs, being released in general. It's like, oh, okay, that's out in the world, great. Now we're have moved on and already have 9 songs that we're chomping at the bit to record again.
Well, that's exciting. Looking back at this album, the most recent album, is there anything that you see in it now that you didn't really realise when making the album?
I guess one thing that I notice is that I don't often listen to the lyrics when we first write the songs. When Julia writes the lyrics for most of the songs, I don't really listen to them in the practice space. So it's only after the song's out that I really have a chance to listen. And then I notice that just different things. I've heard Julia say, try and write lyrics that are more open-ended and can kind of be interpreted in different ways based on whatever you're going through right now or in the moment. And so I feel that way when I listen back on the lyrics, that they resonate differently with me based on where I'm at,
But I do feel the album does sit in a weird space where you can listen to it when you're, a bit down and low. But at the same time, it's the perfect album to sit when you're happy and sitting outside, chilling out in the sun or something.
Oh, nice.
Have you been thinking about the next album? Because you said you got a few 9 songs, was it, that you wanted to get out there? Is there any dreams, aspirations, or ideas that you wanted to try out on this new album?
It seems like so far it's just in the same way the last album is maybe a mix of really chill songs and then some more energetic ones. And I think, as per usual, the lyrical themes are basically just what's going on in our lives right now. Just lots of jamming, and also we're all contributing. Annie actually came up with a pretty sweet bass line, and so we're working on a song, Anne's Jam, as it's currently called.
Fantastic. Are you going to be playing any of these when you play live, or is it very much at just a trialing stage at the moment?
We've got a couple that we've started to play out. I think 3 of them, and you'll just have to see, how we're feeling that night.
Now, I saw on Twitter that there is a surprise announcement coming from you guys. Yeah. So I'm gonna poke you for an answer. What's this surprise?
Oh, I think that it must be we've got a music video coming out. I think that must be it. I don't know. Maybe there's some other surprise that I'm not privy to, or just don't feel like it's exciting enough to talk about.
Well, what happens in this video and for what track?
It's going to be for Stuck. Our friend Lena Joshi, she went on a U.S. road trip and did all the filming, and she's a really cool videographer and editor, so should be pretty cool.
Brighton's finest, Juice 107.2.